Have you ever felt the weight of the world pressing down on your shoulders, where each step forward seems heavier than the last? In moments like these, when our hearts are weary and our spirits burdened, we often search for comfort. In times of suffering, we long for a peace that goes beyond our understanding, a solace that can only come from a place far deeper than the world can offer. Today, we seek that comfort in God's presence, embracing the divine assurance that we are never alone, no matter how dark the journey becomes. We turn our hearts toward God, yearning for His comfort, His presence, and His peace. There is a unique power in this kind of surrender, an acknowledgement that we do not have to face our pain alone. When we reach out in prayer, we are not just speaking words into the void. We are opening a dialogue with the one who understands every tear, every hurt, and every unspoken word. And in this sacred exchange, we find our deepest comfort. God, we come before you with hearts that are hurting. We are seeking refuge from the storms of life, and we desire the peace that only you can provide. We ask for your guidance to navigate through our pain and your strength to sustain us when we feel like we cannot go on. May we find solace in your love, knowing that even in the darkest valleys, your light is always with us, guiding and protecting us. Help us remember that suffering is not the end of the story. In every hardship, there is a lesson. In every trial, a path to deeper faith. Just as the psalmist cried out, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Let us rest in the truth that you, O God, are our shepherd, guiding us through the valleys and leading us beside still waters. Even when we cannot see the way forward, we trust in your divine plan and in your ability to bring beauty from the ashes of our pain. In moments when we feel overwhelmed by sorrow, grant us the courage to lean not on our understanding, but to trust in your greater plan. May our hearts be open to the lessons that suffering brings, knowing that each trial shapes us and molds us into who we are meant to be. Help us to find peace in your promises, to rest in your unchanging love, and to hold on to hope even when the nights feel endless. And for those who are listening today, who may be experiencing their own season of suffering, may you find comfort in knowing that you are not alone. God sees you, He hears you, and He is with you. Take a moment to breathe deeply, to feel His presence surrounding you like a warm embrace, and to know that you are cherished beyond measure. As we close this time of prayer, let us hold fast to the hope that God is working, even in our suffering, to bring about a greater good. We are invited to trust that there is a purpose in our pain, a reason for our trials, and a promise of His unfailing love. May we walk forward, not in fear, but in faith, knowing that God's comfort is with us always. If this prayer has touched your heart, we encourage you to share it with someone who may need to hear these words today. Let's spread the message of God's comfort and love far and wide, reaching every soul that needs to feel His presence in their time of need. Remember, in God's hands, our suffering is never wasted. It is transformed into something beautiful, something eternal. Amen.